Are you tired of guessing your team's sprint capacity? You know, that weekly scramble where you hope you haven't overcommitted or, worse, left your team with nothing to do? Learn exactly how to access and use Jira's velocity report so you can plan with actual data instead of just a gut feeling. I'll show you the exact steps to find the report, from opening your project to interpreting what those bars and lines are really telling you. Let's dive in. So first things first, start by logging into your Jira account. Just open it up in your browser and get signed in. This is the easy part. Once you are in, look at the left side panel. You'll see a list of your projects there. Go ahead and select the specific project you want to analyze. This is important because the velocity report is per project, not a company-wide thing. We want the data that matters to your specific team. All right, so now you are inside your project. Look up at the top bar of the screen. You'll see a few options like board, backlog, and code. What we need is the one that says Reports. Click on that. Now, Jira will show you a few popular reports right there on that page, but depending on your setup, the velocity report might not be front and center. So look for a button or a link that says More Reports. Click that. And here is a tip I've learned from doing this myself. Sometimes people miss this and think the report isn't available. It is. You just have to ask for it. From that list of all available reports, you want to scroll down until you find Velocity Report. Give it a click. And just like that, the report loads up. But we are not done yet. We need to make sure the data is telling us the right story. Now, look at the top of the Velocity Report page. You will see some configuration options, typically a date range and the specific board. You want to set the date range to cover the last few sprints. Don't just look at one sprint. You need at least 3 or 4 completed sprints to see a trend. And make sure the board selected is the one your team actually uses. This is where I see people get tripped up. If you have multiple boards, the wrong one will give you junk data. This might take a moment to process as Jira pulls all that history together. Once it loads, you will see your chart. Let's break down what this chart is actually showing you. You will see vertical bars for each sprint. The gray bar represents your team's original commitment, what you said you would do at the start of the sprint. The colored bar, usually green, shows what your team actually completed. That is your completed scope. Now, pay attention to the dotted line running across the chart. That is your average velocity, the average amount of work your team finishes per sprint. And here is the really important part. If you see that the green bars are consistently shorter than the gray bars, that is a huge red flag. It means your team is consistently committing to more than they can actually deliver. That is the root of a lot of planning stress. So now that we know what the chart means, let's apply it to your sprint planning. When you sit down to plan the next sprint, do not just guess how many story points you can take on. Look at that average velocity line. That number is your realistic starting point. It is a data-driven estimate based on actual past performance. In my experience, the teams that use this number as a ceiling, not a target, are the ones who actually hit their commitments. It gives you confidence. You can look at your product owner and say, based on our last 4 sprints, we can reliably deliver about this much. And if you have a new team member or someone on vacation, you can adjust from there. So next time you open Jira to plan a sprint, start here. Open that velocity report. Let the data do the heavy lifting. It removes the guesswork and replaces it with clarity. And honestly, that is the best feeling when you are running a team.